What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. My top expensive things I do not regret purchasing as a guy in his 20s. So let's dive right into this video. Oh my god, this pimple doesn't want to make me shine today. The first thing I don't regret buying is my monitor, my MacBook, my standing desk, my workstation. Basically my whole life runs on my computer, and as someone that spends a lot of time in front of his computer, I need the best of the best tools that money can buy. Obviously I didn't buy the best of the best, but I bought the best that's for my own, that's based on my own budget. I run a MacBook Pro 16-inch M2 1 TB. I have my computer here. I'm actually working here today, and the reason why I went for this spec is because I am a content creator, as you guys already know, and I'm always editing videos, not just for me but for clients as well. And I need that 1 TB space so that in case of anything, I don't run into situations where I have to start deleting files from my computer because I don't have enough space. That's why I decided to go with the 1 TB version of the MacBook. I've been using it for just over a year, and it has been serving me so well. No complaints whatsoever. Everything I throw on this computer, it handles it like a piece of cake. So I'm just really loving it so far. The next thing I've spent money on, I do not regret at all, is my PR. Guys, if you don't know, I am a permanent resident of the Russian Federation, and it costs quite a lot of money. And the reason why I'm listing it in this video, despite the fact it's not like a product, is because for the first time in my whole life, I actually spent money on myself. Before, typically I was going to ask my mom, okay mommy, please send me money for this, send me money for that, anything that relates to school or to life in Russia. Before, I used to ask my mom for money for medical checkup, for this, for that. But for the entire process of my PR, from the temporary residence to the permanent residence, all the tests, all the money we had to spend, I did everything myself. I can't even believe that Iwan of yesterday has become a man, spending on himself, spending on his future. And the reason why I do not regret this purchase is because now I'll be able to work officially. If I want to work in the Russian Federation, I can leave Russia and come back whenever I want to. It's more of like a mini passport. After 5 years of owning this PR, I'll be able to apply for the Russian citizenship, and it's something I don't really mind, because my Nigerian passport doesn't even do that much for me. In fact, the only thing that my Nigerian passport does for me is that, okay, I'm Nigerian, and people are like, oh, you're Nigerian and you do this much, and that's it. I'm the one giving Nigeria bragging rights. I don't have any bragging rights from using my Nigerian passport, and this is not me trying to bash my country. It's just the truth of what it is. The next expensive purchase I don't regret are my fragrances. Oh my god, guys, you guys know how important it is to smell good, to smell nice. For those of you that don't know the importance of smelling nice, guys, it is very important. As a guy, as a young man, you smell good. My advice to you is to always give people a good, long-lasting impression. When they meet you for the first time, like, oh my god, who's this guy that smells so good? Be that person that whenever you get into a room, you change the atmosphere of the room with how good you smell. I want to lie to you, because of how I smell, it changes how people view me. I don't really spend a lot of money on clothes nowadays. I almost repeat the same clothes from time to time, and whenever I just get into places, people, it's like they forget that I repeated these clothes because of how good I smell. So in my opinion, I personally think that once you have 1 or 2 clothes that fit you perfectly, just invest in good quality perfumes, and you're not going to regret it, because you're going to smell good, you're going to leave a good impression. People are going to treat you with more respect, people are going to speak to you differently. It's something that moving forward I'm going to keep on doing. I'm going to keep on investing in my fragrances. The next purchase is my iPhone 15 Pro Max. So guys, that's what I'm actually using to film right now. As you can see, the quality, I mean you can already see why I decided to invest in this phone, because guys, I can't carry my camera everywhere, and for me it's very important that I'll be able to just bring out my camera and start filming. As you can see, I'm literally in a cafe, and I just brought out my camera and started to film. There's no need for me to setting up a big ass camera. I have everything I need to film my videos. Yeah, I'm actually running the iPhone 15 Pro Max with the 512 gigabytes, and you might be wondering again, why do I need so much space? Guys, I think if you're a content creator, you need at least 256 gigabytes. In fact, if you're going to take content creation very seriously, you need at least 512 gigabytes. You might think that 256 is actually a lot of space until you actually run out of space and you discover that, oh my god, I need more space for my content creation. If you're a content creator watching this video and you want to invest in a phone, invest in your iPhone, it doesn't matter if you buy an iPhone 15 Pro Max or a 14 Pro Max or a 13 Pro Max, just have it in mind that you need to invest in the storage capacity, because that's something that is very important for our content creation game. Which perfectly leads me to the next point, or the next product I do not regret buying in my 20s, which are my camera gear. Guys, my camera, my lenses, I have 2 lenses, my camera gear, this is my microphone, everything I used to film, basically my backpack, and I used to carry my camera equipment. Guys, I'm going to tell you this for free. You have to have that opportunity cost. You have to sacrifice something to get the results you want. People see my channel nowadays, they see that I'm going viral, I'm doing a lot of things, I'm creating good quality content. Guys, that's because I sacrificed in buying my camera. Guys, me buying any new camera gear now am just because I want to just upgrade for just upgrading sake. It's not like I need it per se. You know how you just want to buy a new car just because you're tired of your old car? That's where I'm at right now in terms of my camera gear. Everything I've invested in my camera gear is well over 5 500,000, 600,000. It's a lot of money. I personally think that high risk, high reward. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. And if you want to get the best results in anything, you have to spend money. The unfortunate truth about life is something that I have adopted in my life. I'm willing to spend and sacrifice to get the results I want in my life. The next most expensive thing I've spent on so far is my boxing coach. People see my life and think that, oh, this guy, you're just very talented, you can do a lot of things, you can do this, you can do that. But you guys don't understand that I sacrifice so much, I spend so much, I invest in myself so much. A lot of people nowadays want to make money, they want to look for the next big thing that is trending that they can use to make money. But I'm here to tell you that the best thing that you can invest in, the next best thing you can invest in, is in yourself. Before I came to Russia, I have never in my whole life gotten into a fight, and I never knew how that felt. When I was in my third year, I just asked myself one day a question, that so if I had a girlfriend and someone just comes up to us and just harasses my girlfriend or my sister or my family members, if I had a situation where I had to defend my family, so I'm just going to just cower out like that, so I'll be like, I can't fight. It was an eye-opening question I asked myself, and I decided that one day I'm going to learn how to fight. And in 2022, I decided to pay for a boxing coach. That's one of the best thousands of rubles I've spent. I learned how to fight. Obviously, I'm not going to credit everything to my coach. Despite the fact he gave me the basics I needed to know, I actually did a lot of self-learning with what he was teaching me. And for someone that I just started boxing 2 years ago, I'm so good. Like, in fact, it even made me to think that I have a natural talent in boxing and I just needed someone to teach me how to box. A lot of people can be like, oh, this guy, you're just very talented, you're so lucky, or this or that. But I just want to let you know that you should not just downplay the amount of hard work I put into myself, because a lot of things I can do today, I didn't just wake up one day and I can do it. I had to put in hours to learn the initial basics. Hard work always beats talent, and by God's grace, if I am talented, if you guys think I'm talented, I'm also very hardworking, and that's what has been able to help me catapult to where I am today. Leads me to my next item that I've invested in my 20s that's very expensive, which is my trip to Moscow. Guys, that trip to Moscow, I came back from that trip broke. That trip did something to my channel and did something to my life forever. The vlog I filmed in that trip monetized my channel, got over 150,000 views, currently at 161,000 views. Guys, that's so crazy for someone that just had 1,000 subscribers. I mean, it just opened a new door for me, that like, to get high risk, high reward. Basically, if you want to get the results that the top guys are getting, you have to be willing to spend money. And I used to try to want to be cheap in terms of my content creation, but nowadays I'm going to spend that money to get the results I want. And that trip to Moscow just changed my life forever. I filmed like 4 videos in that trip, and 3 of them got over 10,000 views. It's just so crazy how the amount of money I spent did not go to waste. If you've been thinking about wanting to spend money on trips and you're a content creator and you're not sure if it's going to be a good ROI, before you actually spend the money, okay, my advice for you, just do some research. You know what I'm saying? Do some research and to see if where you're going to is actually a place that can potentially give you a good return on your investment, and plan. Go make that content, spend the money if you have to spend the money. I think you're not going to regret it. My next expensive purchase is my wristwatch. So this is the Tissot PRX 35mm ice blue dial. Guys, this is whenever I tell people the price of how much I bought this watch, they never believe me. Can you guys see the details in this wristwatch? Can you guys see, like, it's giving Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. That's the reason why I actually bought this watch. You're not in the tax bracket for Audemars Piguet yet, so since you're not there yet, I'm not trying to fake it till I make it. So let me just buy the one that I could afford. Despite the fact that I am saying I could afford it, it's actually on the pricey side, kind of expensive. The reason why I don't regret buying this is because whenever I make purchases like this, it motivates me to work harder. I don't know. Look at, I'm a very weird person in terms of how my brain thinks. I'm someone that whenever I make an expensive purchase, I get motivated to work harder. Like when I bought my monitor, I just got motivated to start filming my YouTube course, because before I didn't really have that motivation to like, should I film this course? But I dropped quite a lot of money on that monitor. Before I got that monitor, I didn't finish the course, and now I've finished the course. So what's just left for me is to film the course and just upload it for you guys to purchase and watch. My next purchases I've made in the last couple of months is buying or investing in books. Okay, books are not really that expensive. What makes books expensive in my opinion is that you buy the books, first of all, they cost money to buy, and secondly, you spend your time to read them. Your time is the most expensive commodity you have. That's why books made it to this list. I picked up reading books 2 years ago, and the first book I ever read was The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. That book changed my life, guys. I always say this, you guys should go and read that book. And the second book I finished was The Millionaire Fast Lane by MJ DeMarco. In fact, I don't have one book right now I'm reading. I've not really gone that far because I have a very busy schedule right now, but I'm reading Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. Negotiating as if your life depended on it. It's a quote I've heard somewhere, and to an extent it's actually true. If you want to hide treasure from a black person or from a black man, hide it in a book. You're missing out on a lot of game that you can find in books. There's some things you can never find in YouTube videos. There's some things you can never find in courses. There's some things you can never find when you speak to people. But whenever you pick up books written by great people, guys, it just opens up your mind to a whole new perspective on life, a whole new perspective on things. And guys, I'm going to keep on reading books. My father used to be a person that read books a lot. I never understood why my father loved books so much. As someone that never used to read books before, I'm becoming that guy. I'm becoming my father, basically. It's just so funny, and it's a habit I'm never going to stop. And the last expensive purchase I do not regret in my 20s is my gym membership. Guys, look at how this cardigan fits me. As you can see, like, look, my muscles are popping out from, accentuating from the sleeves. You understand what I'm saying? It fits me properly. That's because, guys, I decided to hit the gym. That year when I started hitting the gym, it was actually expensive for me. In fact, when I started going to the gym initially, I bought the gym card from someone else. So someone else was selling their gym card, so I bought it second hand, or I bought the remaining subscription left on her gym card. I used to be a very timid, not confident person. There's something that the gym does to you. It's not just about looking good, feeling good, having a good body and stuff like that. The discipline it gives you, the confidence it gives you, like for example, whenever you don't feel like going to the gym but you show up regardless, it just basically means that you show up to do things when you don't feel like doing it. You keep the promises that you make to yourself. I didn't eat sugar for 30 days. It means I kept the promises I make to myself. These things are the things that makes you become confident. And going to the gym has been something that has been very instrumental for me. All the challenges I've given myself at the gym has made me to become the kind of man I am today. Confidence. I don't put anybody on the pedestal. If I'm going to meet Vladimir Putin today, I'm just going to shake him like obviously it's not like I'm going to disrespect him or anything, but I'm going to just shake him like a random person. Of course, I give honor to who honor is due, but you're not God. So that's just something that the gym has done for me. And yeah, I hope that these things I've listed to you guys is something that you might think about in the future. If you want to invest in yourself, invest in books, invest in the gym, invest in the martial arts. It doesn't have to be boxing. Invest in fragrances, invest in traveling. And I'm telling you that you're not going to regret it. When it comes to your self-development, nothing is ever too expensive. I understand that it might be expensive depending on where you're watching it from. If you're watching from Africa, if you're watching from some European countries, or you're not watching from America. My point is that don't have short-term thinking. Think in years, don't think in days, don't think in hours, think in years. Think like, if I buy this thing this year, in 10 years, this is where I'm going to be. Don't think that if I buy it this year, if I buy it today, I want to be here next month. Don't think in months, guys. Don't be a short-term thinker. Guys, I've sacrificed so much. I've sacrificed hanging out with my friends. I've sacrificed enjoyment. I've sacrificed buying new clothes. I've sacrificed so much just because I knew that there was a place I wanted to be. And to get to where I wanted to be, I had to sacrifice and invest in myself. And by God's grace, I'm still getting to where I want to be. I'm not yet where I want to be, but I'm hoping to God that the future is going to be bright. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. If this is the first time you're seeing me on your screens, my name is Iwan, Daddy the Professor. Hit the subscribe button, smash the like button, click here to watch this next video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, it's your boy signing out. Stay safe and have a good one. Bye bye.